Okay, hey y'all, I'm Tori.
And I am also Tori.
And we're going to ask each other the 36 questions that lead to love. These questions come in 3 different stages, so we've divided them into groups, and one by one we're going to ask each other the questions. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I am a little nervous.
Nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because I feel like there's still so much maybe that I don't know about you, or there are some things that I still need to learn about you, so I'm a little nervous. We'll see how it goes though.
That's what we're here to find out.
Do you want to
go
first? You want me to
or
start?
should I go first?
Let's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, yeah, let's rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, that
Alright,
means
I'll
you
start.
go first, so I'll pick the first card and then you'll respond and then
Okay.
we can go back and forth from there. Okay. This one says, given the chance of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
My grandma. My grandma, but when she was my age.
And why is that?
Because, I mean, so many people say that, they see her in me. So many people compare us and they're like, oh, you are your grandma's child. And I just think it would be beautiful to sit down with her at my age and see where her mind was then, and see, who she was at that part of her life and what I could learn from her, what she maybe could learn from me.
That's actually really sweet. I probably would have just said Oprah. Or maybe Beyonce. Oprah and Beyonce. Can we have 2? Or is that cheating? Oprah and Beyonce. Those are my 2.
I'm into it.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, my turn. It's my turn to ask you a question. Would you like to be famous?
No. I don't think I ever want to be famous. I think I want, my work to reach people, but I don't want to be in any way the center of the spotlight. I think I really value privacy, and I think that's something that a lot of people are forced to give up with fame.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this one says, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say?
Yeah. I do this. I do this all the time, but I think it's something that I picked up from my mom. Because my mom used to do it when we'd be in the car. She'd as the phone is ringing, she'd be like, okay, so I just want to ask you about what I need to get at the grocery store. And then I was wondering if you met the, person who was supposed to cut the grass earlier today. And so now when I'm dialing the number, I'm like, okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? How's this conversation going to go? And I'm practicing it, before the phone even rings.
Okay, next question. What would you consider the perfect day? What would I consider the perfect day? There's definitely food involved.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, there's food involved. I'm outside. I want to be outside. I want to be surrounded by people who love me and value me. Maybe there's a pool. I like to swim, so maybe there's a pool. And absolutely there's music, and we're dancing, and everyone is kind of just letting their bodies flow. Okay. What was the last song you sung to yourself and someone else?
I'm not sure who sings it. I should know, but I don't. It goes hey, little girl, little
I know
daddy,
it. I know
did he
that.
go and leave you all alone? That guy, a bad desire. Oh, yes.
I do know that.
That
song.
is it.
Yeah.
You know it.
I don't know.
Do you know who sings
though.
it?
I feel like I should know.
Girl,
I think
me
it's
either.
someone important, maybe.
I have no clue. I feel we should know, but I don't.
Okay, what about someone else? What's the last song you sang to someone?
The last song I sang to someone else, I think it was Love Lies. Tell me where your love lies. Yeah, I think that I sang to my boyfriend. It was either that or Location. It was one of the Khaled songs.
Boyfriend. That's very cute.
I'm in love or whatever. Alright, next question. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you choose?
Definitely the body.
Really?
Yeah. And I know that sounds like super superficial, but it's not even for like the reasons that one may think. It's not even that like I want to look good forever. It's just that I want my mind to continue to grow. I want my mind to like live that life of like aging and like, you know, experiencing growth. I mean, there's so much that I don't know right now, and there's so much that like I can't process or that I don't understand, and I don't want to, you know, be stuck with that forever. You know, I wouldn't have even thought of it that way. That's like so interesting that you put it that way, because I wouldn't have thought it that way. Yeah.
Immediately I was like, oh, you know, I don't want my mind to change. Like, I don't want it to age. But there's like, you're right, there is so much like potential growth in allowing your mind to develop.
Yeah, it's like because you want your mind to grow.
You're smart.
You want your mind to like expand and to be able to process everything that's happening around you. You don't want to be stuck in the same mindset forever. Okay, next question. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? I don't have a hunch on how I will die, but I do have a hunch that I'll go blind. Sometimes,
me too.
Yeah, you too.
Me too.
Honestly,
Yes.
I'm like any day now.
It's so weird.
Any day now, it's gonna come and get me.
It is so weird, but sometimes I'll like practice like showering with my eyes closed, or like moving around my space with my eyes closed, because I'm like I have this strong feeling that I'm gonna go blind. It's terrifying. It's terrifying, but it's like very real. It's a very real fear of mine. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. For what in your life do you feel most grateful for? What am I most grateful for? That one's easy. My family. Yeah, I mean, I can't even explain how grateful I am for my family, and like how, you know, far I've gotten because of them. So yeah, definitely, if I'm most grateful for anything, it's my family. Yeah. Okay. Next question. What are 3 things that we have in common? I think we both have, you gotta get this right, a great sense of style. I think we both can be, you know, very welcoming. This doesn't count, but I think we kind of look alike. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think we kind of look alike. The third thing I would say is that we're both really creative. Yeah, and I don't think we say that enough to each other, but we are, we're more creative than we think. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least I think you're creative. Even if you don't think you are, I think you are. Yeah. Those are so sweet. You're so sweet. This is my last question. This is my last question in group 1. Tell me your life story in 2 minutes. Should we like put a timer? Yeah, I'm gonna need like a timer. My life story in 2 minutes. Okay. We won't time it. I'm just gonna go. So I was born in Buffalo. I grew up with 2 cousins who my mom adopted when I was a young girl. I think I was about 3 or 4 years old. They lived with me until about the 4th grade. I enjoyed every single moment of, you know, my time with them. I played a lot of hide and go seek, I played a lot of kickball. I was always outdoors as a kid. Middle school or elementary school, I guess, I got bullied a little bit. I have a lazy eye. And then, like, you know, I really stepped into I think this understanding of race when I was in middle school, this understanding of like black kids do this, white kids do that, but then there was like confusion because it's like, well, my mom was white but my daddy's black. Yeah, and then that kind of carried into high school. High school, I was still figuring out who I was. I kind of like really started to develop a little bit of like curiosity about worlds outside of my own, because I really didn't want to be who I was. So I was like, ooh, can I be somebody else? I didn't push past that until I think college. College is when I really was like, ooh, girl, you cannot be anybody but you, so let's start to work on that. I fell into like the biggest depression I could imagine during that stage, because I had no idea who I was, and I didn't know, you know, what to hold on to, who I could hold on to, where like I could find faith or hope or encouragement through that journey. So I really felt lost for a long time. But then slowly and surely I pushed myself through that, started to learn a little bit more about who I was, what I liked, what I enjoyed, what kind of company I wanted to keep. And now here I am as an adult, trying to share that experience with other people so that they can, you know, go through that journey as well, and like maybe find some type of comfort and security in knowing that they aren't alone. And also, like, I'm just looking for outlets for exploration and outlets for creative expression or expression across all levels. Yeah, I don't know if that was 2 minutes. It was probably either not 2 minutes or over 2 minutes, but that's it. That's what I got. That's my life. Wow, I'm like out of breath. Okay, glad we did that. Let's move on to the next question. If you could wake up tomorrow having one new quality, what would it be?
Sometimes I don't think I'm that witty. I think I have my moments where I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that was quick and that was funny. But I think I would want to be a little bit more witty. Yeah. What about you? What would you want to like develop, I guess?
Maybe like just the ability to do a single push-up would be nice, but wit is cool too. Wit is great.